Hello and welcome to the Authentic Freedom Virtual Church. My name is Lori Lumby and I am the pastor and spiritual director of this online community. Let me pause for a moment to read to you from our mission statement. We are a community of men and women who consider Jesus to be our teacher while honoring the spiritual truths inherent within all sacred traditions. We recognize the divine as that which is at once outside of us, within us, and present within all creation, and which can be acknowledged by any name, image, or presence. We believe in the inherent potential of all human beings to become self-actualized and acknowledge the spiritual journey as a formative tool in this endeavor. We believe in the law of love and seek to know more fully the love of the divine that dwells within us and which seeks to be known in the world through us in service to the betterment of the world. Let us pause for a moment in silence as we prepare our minds and our hearts to receive God's nourishment for us today. In this week's scripture, Isaiah speaks to us about seeking God. And he says, "Seek the Lord where he may be found. Call to him, for he is near." And further on in the reading, Isaiah reminds us that God's ways are not our ways, and our ways are not God's ways. So the invitation this week is to seek for God and to recognize that God sees in different ways than we do, and to be open to seeing through God's eyes. There's a great challenge to undertaking that endeavor, however. In seeking for God and trying to be open to seeing through God's eyes, we often stand in our own way. We are blocked by the fears and the false perceptions that keep us from being open to seeing God in our midst, knowing God within us, and experiencing God in all the situations of our lives. We are also blocked by the fears and false perceptions within us from seeing in the way that God sees. Because of our pride and our ego, we only want to see what we want to see, instead of being open to seeing how God sees. So this week, to help support us in our intention of seeking after and seeing God, and seeing our life through God's eyes, I'm going to share with you a meditation. The meditation that I'm going to share with you today is rooted in the experience of sound. Sound helps to facilitate opening and release in the energy centers in our bodies where our fears are housed. Sound helps to facilitate healing and openness. And the sounds that I want to share with you today come out of a spiritual gift that I've recently discovered, which in the Christian tradition would be called speaking in tongues. In more popular culture, it might be called light language. So the sounds that you're going to hear and experience will be foreign to your ears. But know and trust that what you're hearing and what you're feeling through the vibrations of that sound is opening the centers within you where you have the ability to see and experience God and to be open to seeing through God's eyes. So in preparation for this meditation, I invite you to close your eyes and to begin this meditation by drawing your awareness to your breath. Being aware of each breath as you draw it in and as you release that breath. To stay with that rhythm of your breath as it rises and falls, allowing that sacred rhythm to bring you to a state of stillness and quiet. And I invite you now to simply listen and receive these sounds and these vibrations as nourishment, as healing, and support for your own desire to see and know God. Samyanye sanye kalyana Amyanye knya sya he samyanya kasa Senyanya hilya selya ke sademyanya Semyanya kyasasa Semyanya kyasasa Semyanya kyasasa Senya sasalyata Amyanyenya hesyake Senya heliakanya besya hagyasa Semyanyakasa 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 Amnyanyenya henyaliakasa Esnyanyekya enamyalya hayaya Hasyasa 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 Enyanyeknya hanyasa Senya halya hemyake Amnyanyeknya hasyaknya hesaknya hase hasya Esmyanyaknya sasa sesamnyanyakes Enyaheknya heknya seknya hasya kayaya Enya heknya seknya hesnyamnya kilyakasa Esnya heknya nyamnyaknya heknya sa Semyonyaka 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 Amnya nyaknyamnyakya Esnya genyakya Esmyonyakya sasa semyonyaka Amnya 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 Nyamyek nyanyak nyahe nyase Semnyahe nyayak yasa Osnyamnya Osyamnya Osyamnya Thank you for allowing yourself to be open to this healing, open to this activation, open to this clearing, that you may see and know God's presence in your life, and that you may be open to seeing through God's eyes. As you move forward in the coming week, I invite you to pay attention to where you see and experience and know God, and to ask yourself the question, how would God see this? How would love see this? Thank you for your time and your attention and giving yourself this gift. And again, if you found this to be meaningful and supportive of your own healing journey, I invite you to support Authentic Freedom Ministries in any way that you feel called. Thank you and have a great week.